Hi everyone. Hopefully you were able to take that time and go through this little investigation, answer questions, and come up with a summary. So I'm just going to go over the questions and the summary just so you guys can compare your answers to ours. So number 1, what patterns do you notice going across each row? So row 1, we're starting at 0 and we're almost reaching 1. Next row, we're starting at 1, we're almost reaching 2. And lastly, we're starting with 2 and almost reaching 3. Okay, so we're just increasing across the row. Number 2, it says, what patterns do you notice going down each column? Okay, so we said for each multiple of 10, log increases by 1. So for n 1 through 9, we're going from 0 to 1. Then if you go down to the middle column, we're increasing the log by 1, and it's a multiple of 10. So now 10 to 90, we're going from 1 to 2. And then lastly, another multiple of 10, 100 to 900, and then we're increasing the log again by 1. So 2 to 3. Okay, so now number 3, you should have just looked up at the table and then inputted what you saw from the table to get your answer. Okay, so that's just log 2 plus log 3. Go to wherever log 2 is, use that number, go to wherever log 3 is, use that number, add them, and then you get 0.788. And if you look, it's the same as log 6. Okay, same thing for B and C. So now, from number 3, for question 4, what patterns did you notice in these equations? And write a little rule. So when you were adding log A plus log B, is the same as log A times B. So if you look at part A in number 3, log 2 plus log 3, it equaled log 6. So using this rule that we just came up with, 2 times 3 is 6. So log 2 plus log 3 equals log 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay, same thing for B and C. So now, number 5, using your rule, find log 50 plus log 60 in log form. So again, when you're adding logs, key word with the same basis. So that's your keyword, same basis. You can just multiply those numbers. Okay, so log 50 plus log 60, you just multiply 50 and 60 to get log of 3,000. Okay, so again, number 6, you're just copying the answers from the table, and then we're going to write a rule, again, based on the pattern that you saw. So now we're doing subtraction instead of addition, and the rule that we should come up with is when we're subtracting logs, it's the same as if you divide that A and B. So if you look at A from number 6, log 10 minus log 5, we got log 2. That answer was equivalent to log of 2. Okay, so that using this rule, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So that's how we get log 10 minus 5 equals log 10 divided by 5. And then same thing for B, 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, so now number 8, we want to rewrite the following examples in an equivalent form of log x. So we have log 7 plus log 7 plus log 7. So that's a total of 3 log 7s. So we can write it as 3 times log 7, and that is the same as log 7 to the third. Okay, so we just took that 3 and we put it in the exponent. Okay, so if we look at part A, we have log 5 plus log 5. That's 2 log 5s, so that we can rewrite it as 2 times log 5. And then take that 2, bring it into the exponent, and we get log 5 squared. Same thing with B. There's 4 log 2s, so that's how we get log 2 to the 4th. Just bring that 4, put it in the exponent. Okay? So now, what pattern do you notice? We have n times log m equals log m to the n. So that's our rule. So we notice the pattern. Whatever number was in front of the log, we brought it in, put it to the exponent. So n is the number of those logs, and then we just put it in the exponent. Okay? So quick summary, we have the product rule, where if we're multiplying two logs, if we're adding 2 logs, we can rewrite it as log of A or just log of that m times n. So you would just multiply those numbers in front of the logs. And then quotient rule, we had, if it was log of A, m minus log with base A, n, you just divide that m and n. And then lastly, the power rule, so whatever number is out in front being multiplied by those logs, just bring it up into the exponent. And then key, we want the bases to be the same. So we wouldn't be able to do this if we had log base 10 and log base 9. They have to be the same bases, and you will notice that in the practice problems that you guys are going to do now.